Hey guys, it's CrystalRenèe here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thanks for joining.
Hey my planty friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I figured I would do a little planty project. Here I have my Snow Queen. I know right now she's looking more like a marble queen, and that is because I haven't had her in the adequate sunlight that she needs in order to get that brightness of the Snow Queen. So she has darkened up a bit and she's looking like a marble queen. So what I had in mind today is that I wanted to go ahead and unroot this plant, and I want to pretty much chop her up and propagate her and get fresh new water roots and go ahead and pot her up in leca. As you can see, she's in this very large, I want to say 10-inch pot, and she's just not as full as she used to be. And I decided that I wanted to go ahead and stake her up to encourage larger leaves. So with doing that, I figured why not unroot her, see what the roots are looking like, chop her up into single leaves, root up what I can that needs to be rooted up, as these trailing vines you see here, that would be what will be getting fresh new roots. But I'm sure there's a lot of roots down in this pot, but I'm not sure what they look like, so we will be seeing that together. So this is kind of a late night project that I decided to do on a whim, and yeah, I decided to bring you guys along. So here I have this container, which I normally keep my soil in. I will be putting all the soil that's in this pot in here, and we will go from there. I also have this little vase. I'm not sure if it's large enough. After cutting up these leaves, I figured it's not many leaves here, so it probably shouldn't take too much room in here. With no further ado, let's get started. I'm not gonna need these tools just yet. This is for when I'm doing my cutting and propagating, so I will sterilize these scissors when needed. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dump all the soil out. I may do that off camera, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys what I'm working with as far as these roots. Okay guys, so I went ahead and removed all the soil, and this is all that I was left with as far as roots. So it wasn't many roots that was inside of that large planter, so it didn't necessarily need that planter because the roots were, as you can see, not very much. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try to untangle what we have here. So what we have here is just a long stretch of leaves, not very much. So now you see why I wanted to go ahead and chop her up and start her new. As you can see, the leaves aren't very small. They're a nice size, but I would love to see them grow much larger. So I'm going to sterilize my scissors and get to chopping. So I have my scissors here. I'm going to pour a little bit of alcohol on them. I'm going to go ahead and sterilize that. Okay, so we're going to start from the end here. As you can see, this is starting a new leaf. I'm just going to go down the vine and cut wherever I see fit. So as you see, there is a node here, a leaf, and a stem. That is what you need to create a new plant. In order to get this to root, that is what you're going to need. If you don't have that, you won't be able to grow it. So this is what I'm going to be using. I may speed up this video just to get this process going, because I'm sure you don't want to see me chop up all these leaves. So as you can see, this next leaf has this long root attached. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that attached to the root. And I'm going to cut in between these two here. And I'm left with that. That could actually be potted up. So I'm going to put this in a stash with all the rooted leaves. All these ones that just have the node attached, I will be putting in the vase as I mentioned earlier. So just to make space on my table, I'm going to accumulate them together as such. And go ahead and pop them in the vase like so and set that to the side. And I'm going to keep going. So we have another leaf with a root on it. Now we're getting down to the rest that has roots. So this whole portion I can go ahead and chop up. And it creates a little small plant like so. Now I can either pot this up in some soil, which I may do and give to someone, I'm not sure. And with the rest, I'm going to go ahead and propagate those and put them in water. Once it does stake up, it won't look so bare and it'll get fuller as it grows. And I think that's going to be so beautiful. Some of them already have little baby leaves growing in already, which I kept attached. So I didn't want to remove that. So here is the bunch that I ended up with after chopping everything up. I think that is a nice bunch to start out with. Sadly, this plant was really full, but I did do a large propagation from it not too long ago that I did end up selling to local plant friends. And this is all that I'm pretty much left with from that plant. So we have these two bunches here, and that was in that large 10-inch planter, which was very unnecessary. So we're going to place these in this vase like so. And I just love the way it looks. It actually looks really cute. And I'm just gonna simply add some water that I added some Super Thrive to. And I have that here. And I'm gonna add some to my vase there. I like to go ahead and fill it up. Some people just put it at the bottom where the nodes are, but I like to fill it up that way I'm not constantly having to add water. And I never had any problems with root rot. As you can see, I was struggling with that. But I never had any problems with root rot or anything in that nature. And simply water propagating has been very successful for me. So I would say in about a week or two, I'm definitely going to see roots. And after I do so, I am going to go ahead and put this in leca, and I'm going to give it nutrient water and go from there. I think I'm going to create a moss pole with the clear backing, which I've never done on my channel, and we'll probably do that together as well. And that's what I want to go ahead and stake these cuttings up on once they're ready to go. Okay guys, so here's the end result. I went ahead and potted these rooted cuttings up in some soil, gave it a little bit of that Super Thrive water, and I'm going to place it in a bright sunny location. That way I can attempt to get its Snow Queen look back. And I'm going to do the same for these propagated cuttings that are going to be rooted in about 1 to 2 weeks. And then we're going to move on to getting it all potted up in leca and staked up. Thanks again for joining me in this video. And as I always say, enjoy peace, spread love, and be blessed. And thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you never miss a post. Share with all your planty friends. And follow me on my Instagram so that we can interact.